Hey, what's up, my WWE peeps? This video is to talk about my predictions for the 2026 Royal Rumble PLE that will be airing tomorrow live from Saudi Arabia. Arabia, and I get to watch it. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I didn't buy ESPN Plus. I found out last week that I could get it free through my cable provider Cox. And so I was like, "Are you serious?" So I tried it out, and sure enough, there it is. The WWE. Well, of course, it's not there yet. It hasn't. But I have it and I saved it so then when I go in there I can just pull it up and watch it. So I'm really excited because Royal Rumble is my favorite PLE of the year and I thought that I was gonna miss it for the first time and I'm not sure how long it's been since I missed the Rumble. I think I don't know. Anyways, we're not talking about that. We'll talk about the current one. I had to look up the card because I can only think of two other matches besides the Rumble matches, and yeah, those are only two matches. Unless one of will be added on SmackDown. As far as I know, there's only two other matches, and one of them is AJ Styles versus Gunther, the new Legend Killer Gunther. I wonder when is Randy Orton gonna come after Gunther for stealing his gimmick. But if Styles loses, he has to retire. I'm like, I don't know about this match because I know that AJ Styles is retiring, but he said this year. He didn't say at the Rumble. Those are people are like, well, he debuted at the Rumble, so him finishing at the Rumble would make sense. But then I'm like, that would suck, because we didn't get all that much of Styles last year. It's just been the last few months that we really got to see him. So it would be really cool for him to stick around for at least. I guess Mania at least, give him some more really fun matches. So, I have a feeling that I don't think we've seen the last of Styles. I don't think he's gonna. I think it might just be like a no contest or a disqualification or something. I just don't see AJ losing. I don't, and I don't think that with how Gunther is right now, how they're building him back up after that embarrassing ass loss to Uso back at Mania. I don't see him, Gunther being able to, Styles and being able to pin Gunther or having him tap out or something. I don't know. I just have a feeling it's gonna be a controversial finish either way. But but one match I already know what's gonna happen. But anyways, I think it'll be a really good match. I enjoyed their match at Saturday Night's main event. Or was that Raw? Oh lordy. Raw. I think it was Raw. Anyways, yeah, because Saturday night's main event, he faced Shinsuke Nakamura, which was definitely the match of the night. Anyways, but this match, I know who's gonna win, and that's my Drew Bear, Drew McIntyre. He's gonna retain his title. He better, or somebody is going to pay. Yep, he faces Sami Zayn for the title, WWE Undisputed Championship. Yeah, I don't know why they still call it the Undisputed Championship. Just call it the WWE Championship, whatever. But anyways, he's gonna retain, or yeah, or somebody is gonna pay. Definitely. I do like Sami Zayn, and I have pushed for him to win the world title, but in no means should he be taking it from my Drew Bear. No, Drew just won the title. He's well overdue for a awesome title reign. At least let him keep it till SummerSlam at the very earliest. Because all the stuff that he had to deal with, his feud with Punk, his feud with the Tamu, Undertaker, and then, having a team of Logan Paul against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. It's not even the fact that Jelly Roll was in the match. It was Logan. He had a team of Logan Paul. That was my problem with it. He took time off to heal up and he comes back to that BS. No, nobody wanted to see that shit. We wanted Orton versus Drew. But anyways, and now he's the champion. He better not be dropping it to Zayn this early. Maybe, maybe at SummerSlam, but no. Yeah. Yes, whoever wins the King of the Ring gets to go to SummerSlam, right? I don't know. But anyways, Drew better retain. But I guess no, no, no. I'm not going. I refuse to accept any other winner but Drew. But anyways, a part of me feels like I don't know. I just feel like I don't think Drew will beat him cleanly. I have a feeling some kind of interference, maybe, and maybe Orton interferes or Trick Williams. I don't know. I just feel like something's gonna happen in this match, but I'm pretty sure Drew will retain either way. Yep, and then the Rumble matches. I think the women's Royal Rumble match is going to open the show. That's usually how they do it. I know they did it last year. I swear they did it the year before too. I definitely know. I'm definitely sure one will open the show, and I I doubt they'll do it with the men. Yeah. Plus, they're usually with PLEs. I noticed that a lot of the PLEs, the first match is a women's match because they want to set the tone, awesomeness of the night, and the women always kills it. And one thing that bugs me about WWE is they want to tell you who's in the Rumble. I mean, there's some people that we assume will be in the Rumble and stuff, but we don't need to hear it now. You know, don't come out and tell us. I want to wait for the Rumble. That's why I love the Rumble matches. You have the countdown. You try to guess who's gonna come out next, and get all excited like, oh yay, cool, they're in the Rumble. But I was looking at the list. I pulled up this on Netflix website. It's like part of a necklace. Oh, Netflix site that lists the Royal Rumble stuff. So I was looking at who was already said they're gonna be in the Rumble, and I counted, and they already said like half of the dudes that are gonna be in the Rumble. You got Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, who didn't appear, but they created this whole promo for his ass being in the name. Gunther, Rey Mysterio, Penta, Dragon Lee, Jey Uso. Oh my god. Please don't tell me he's number one because I do not feel like hearing the yeeting. I still don't know what the fuck is yeeting. Nobody has been able to explain that to me. So I don't feel bad that I have no idea what that is. Nobody else does either. Solo Sokoa, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Devon Evans. I'm glad he's okay. I thought he got a little hurt at was it yeah, it was this last week on Raw. I've got it. Go away. I'm trying to read something. Ugh, notification. Oma Femi, Braun, Brock Lesnar, and Randy Orton. So that's pretty much half. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, it's 16. I was like, I thought I counted 16 before. So yeah, 16 out there. That's more than half. That's just one over half of telling you who's in the Rumble. Oh, lordy. And for the women, say 3, 6, 9. Only 9 women have announced that they were going to be in the Royal Rumble, and that's Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Bailey, Asuka, Lara Vicaire, and Kyrie Sane. Which is pretty much I predicted that all of them would have been in. Yeah, I had a feeling that all of them would be in the Rumble. Yeah, probably gonna add in Charlotte, Alexa, Naya, Lash. Yeah, I think Legend was in there last year too, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, well, since the women's rumble will probably be first, trying to think who else will be in there. I think they're gonna probably do Zarya and Soruka. Um, they're really big on NXT, and if I'm not mistaken, one day I think they're so. I think she was in there last year too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But I could definitely see them in there. I wonder if they'll bring any TNA ladies. I wonder if any of them will be in there. But that would be cool, and AAA as well. And surprise entrance, I'm really sure that AJ Lee is gonna be there. Speaking of which, Becky Lynch wasn't on this list. No, she wasn't. But I'm sure Becky Lynch will probably be in the Rumble too, and AJ will be back and eliminate Becky just so we can. just so we can laugh. But I definitely see them finally having a one-on-one at WrestleMania. Probably for the U.S. title, but also Julia. I'm sure Julia would probably be in it, and Chelsea Green. Not as surprised. Well, um, no, I wouldn't say surprised, but I think AJ Lee will be a surprise. I think Paige might be a big surprise too. I see that she's back working out, training and stuff. But people are saying that she probably won't return and stuff. But I know that Paige wants to return. I listened to a few of interviews she's done, and she talks about wanting me back with WWE. She's been gone for AEW for like a year now, or whatever. So I'm like, what's going on? Why are we waiting? We want Paige back. We want Paige back. So it'd be really cool if she would come back. Um, other women surprises, I can't really think of any. Hmm. One Britt Baker. I don't know if anybody, if you watch AEW also, she's been gone for AEW forever. I think they released her for, I don't know, there was some kind of issue. I don't even know what happened. I don't know. She just stopped airing. But it'd be really cool if she popped up in WWE. Thought that maybe she's being just a dentist right now. But it'd be really cool if she came over. But those are the ones I can think of. Hmm. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot her. I kept saying her because I think it's time for her to come back. Bianca Belair, bring your ass. No, I'm just joking. I really think yes. I think that Bianca is gonna pop up in the Rumble. You know, it's like I know she hurt her hand at WrestleMania. She's been back a few times, but I was like, at this point, I think she's just taking some very needed time off. You know, because Bianca's been like front and center for a long time. So I think she took the hand injury and just took it as a I'm gonna take some time off kind of thing. But I think she'll pop back up and probably end up taking the title from um oh lordy Jade Cargill. Yeah, because they never did have their one-on-one match, so I could see that happening at Mania. But yeah, Jordan Grace. Yeah, she wasn't listed. Yeah, she wasn't listed either. But Jordan Grace will probably be in there. I think she was in there last year too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, she's trying to take the title from Jade too. So what's gonna happen between those three? But I don't know. But those are the ones that I'm pretty sure will probably pop up. For the men, I really think that Chris Jericho is coming back. Yeah, it's been said for a while that he'll be coming back, and people wanted him to show up on Raw and stuff. And I'm like, if Chris Jericho's coming back, he shouldn't show up on just a random episode of Raw. He should come back at the Rumble, because it said his contract was up with AEW on New Year's or New Year's Day. So I'm like, that's really close to Rumble. Just let him come back at the Rumble. That'd be really awesome, because that's one thing about the Rumble is fun to see somebody return that you haven't seen in a while pop back up. But but yeah, I think I always thought that eventually Jericho would pop back up in WWE to finish his time off there. Plus, he already did pretty much everything he could possibly do on AEW. And he's pretty much done that in WWE too. But he's been gone for a while. There's a lot of newer talent that would be really cool to see him match up with. It'll be interesting. Him and Penta will be interesting. Not sure. Thinking of the different promos he could do with Gunther. And Punk is back, and I enjoyed their feud. There's a lot of different people that he could work with. Oh, of course, my Drew Bear, of course. I enjoy him work with everybody. But I don't think they ever had a match together. I can't remember if Jericho was still around with 3 and B and stuff. But I don't know. But that was a pastime. Um, yeah. But yeah. Maybe he'll retire this year too, just like everybody else wants to retire. Styles, Samoa Joe, and some other people have retired or will retire this year. But for the minute, I also think Steph Rollins might pop up. He's trying really hard to convince people that he's not faking it this time. And I just saw a post talking about, he's in the States still. His daughter has a gymnastics show or whatever. He's going to be there. It's like, I believe it once the Rumble is over, but just imagine. I still remember SummerSlam, him coming out and just drops his crutches. I'm like, this is like one of the most awesomest things. I was so pissed when Punk won. I was like, Rollins, this is your time now. And he came out just, well, yeah, plus I kind of missed his music. Yeah, but I really hope that AJ Styles is in the match. I hope that he doesn't actually that Gunther doesn't retire him yet. Let's have some more PLEs, give us more time to have some see him with some matches, especially like, since they teased when he was over at TNA, teased, him versus Kazarian. It'd be cool to see another match between them. And it'd be really cool to see him and Joe one more time. If Styles, I'm not sure how that will work out, but I know, oh, Joe, yeah, I just said Joe's retiring, so maybe, if Styles can act, well, yeah, Joe can pop up in TNA and have a feud with Styles. But anyways, he wasn't announced, but I guess they didn't want to announce him because, the whole stipulation with, Gunther. But if, hopefully he does win, or it's no contest or disqualification or something, and then he pops up in the Rumble. And then it'll be cool if he would win the Rumble. That'd be really cool. Because Alex has not won the Rumble. Because this article also shows you all the past winners, and he is not up there. So, what a way to retire! You win the Royal Rumble and challenge for the title at Mania. Sorry, Gunther. Oh, I did not say who I thought was gonna win the Rumble. um, yeah. It'd be cool to see AJ win. I don't know. A lot of people have a good feeling it's gonna be Braun Breaker, which means I don't know. I mean, I don't mind him winning. I really enjoy Braun Breaker. Big fan of his uncle Scott Steiner, but I did get to meet a few years ago, and he just like really ripped into this poor dude. It was just like, oh my gosh. It was funny at first, and it just got really awkward. I just like felt really bad for the dude because you know how Scott Steiner is. But yeah. Well, just hopefully the winner is not somebody that we would shit all over like last year. But it would be nice. It would be cool to see Braun Breaker. No Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes doesn't need to win. I don't want to see Roman Reigns win. Whoever wins, I hope that it's somebody who will stick around and not part timer. Just here to pick up a paycheck or whatever. And for the women, I was thinking AJ. Maybe Bianca would win. That'd be interesting to see Bianca. I don't think did Bianca win? I'm really bad with remembering who. Yeah, she did. She won 2021. Okay, so I'm not losing my mind. I was like, I think she won, but I can't remember. She won same year as Edge. Hmm. But for the women, uh, hmm, uh, Bailey, it'd be cool if Io Sky. I'd root for Io Sky. But, I prefer the winner not be a champion already. So, um, Julia, I'll go with Roxanne. Because I really wanted Roxanne to win last year. Because you saw how she just, like, kicked ass in the Rumble last year. And then Charlotte's the one that won. That just. First of all, Charlotte winning just pissed me off. And then, not letting Roxanne win. It's one thing if somebody else won, maybe. But yeah. And Charlotte, that's what also made me annoyed by Charlotte last year. She came back so close to the Rumble. I was like, why did you come back to announce you're going to be in the Rumble? Why not just show up at the Rumble? You might have gotten some cheers, and people might not have been so annoyed that you won it. But yeah, my pick is Roxanne. She deserves her spotlight. That's for sure. But anyways, that's yeah. I'll go with Roxanne. Roxanne and Breaker. I don't know. I know the men. I know I said it. It's my prediction video. Hold on. Sorry, I'm back. I was just like thinking like too hard. I'm a Braun, yeah, Braun Breaker, or I'm okay with Randy Orton winning again too. Though I prefer only one time winners, but then again, I was saying last year Drew could have won, but Drew deserves everything. But if Orton won, he would challenge Drew, and I wouldn't mind them having another match. And but yeah, I think that Randy Orton should win the World WWE Championship again. Just he can beat Drew for it, just like I said, SummerSlam at least at the earliest. Okay, yeah. So my final my final Rumble people, I would say Braun Breaker, Randy Orton, and women. I'm going with Io. Yeah, I think that's my final answers. Or if AJ really does come back, or Bianca, I know I can't. Okay, Braun Breaker and Io Sky. Those are my picks. I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you for watching. Are you gonna be watching the Royal Rumble? What are your picks? Who do you think will win? Oh, I guess let me run down my finals. Okay, Braun Breaker for Men's Royal Rumble, Women's Io Sky, and for the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre and AJ versus Gunther. I think will be a no contest or DQ. Something's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be the final match for AJ or for them together. I think maybe. I think we can see another match between them down the line. But anyways, what are your predictions? Will you be watching? What are your predictions? And hit the like button. Subscribe for more and more wrestling talks videos. Really horrible prediction videos. And oh my be reminded that this will be in Saudi Arabia, so it'll be on during the daytime. Us on the East Coast, we'll get it at 2 p.m. West Coast, you get it at 11 a.m. So get your butts out of bed if you want to watch the show live. And it'll be snowing here tomorrow, so I ain't got nowhere else to go. I'm going out in snow. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope to see you here for another wrestling video. I'm really horrible with exiting, stopping videos, but I'm gonna shut up. Love you guys.